Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I tried to go Facebook Live, but it's telling me I don't have internet, so whatever. Just wanted to jump on here real quick and give you a little bit of my thoughts on what's going on in this head of mine. As you can see, I'm running on the trails, something I enjoy doing. You'll also notice it's snow covered and definitely mud and water combo. But you know what? How many of y'all have thought about this? You may have, you may not. But I'm going to give you a little sentiment on my thoughts. Okay, right now I'm running through mud. Sloppy, messy, dirty, just yuck, filth, right? Then you got a little bit of, you got some snow with prints, old prints, and then some ice and water and more mud and slush. And just for the most part, it's a pretty messy run, right? Tree branches laying on the trail, making it challenging to navigate through. But you know what? That's so much like 2020, guys. It's all about perception. Yeah, this year has sucked in so many ways. It's been frustrating in so many aspects. There's been tree branches and roots thrown in front of us, or the ones we can't even see. There's been snow-covered trails that we can't navigate through because we can't find our way. There's mud and water and ice, making it a sloppy mess to traverse through. But you know what? It's all about perspective. You can choose to look at the negative, or you can choose to embrace it regardless. I mean, honestly, it could be a lot worse. You could be 6 feet under. It could be, you know, try to think of the positive thing, guys. We have life and breath in our lungs. And even though most of us don't appreciate the hand we've been dealt in 2020, I choose to embrace it because there's been, some real crap and mud, slipping and sliding and not sure what's going to go on. But then there's a whole lot of good too. Yeah, I lost my job. I was unemployed. But you know what? It allowed me time to be at home with my family, spend time with them, and enjoy spending time with them. And I still am. I have an opportunity to do some things that I've always wanted to do. Work from home, spend more time at home, less time commuting and going to the office. Guess what? I have that in front of me. I have that going on right now. So guys, embrace it. Many of us have prayed for opportunity to have more time to do things. Yeah, well, this pandemic has allowed us to have more time on our hands, more than we would have anticipated. Have you ever realized that during the bubonic plague that Shakespeare wrote some of his best performances, the playwrights, because his theater was closed? He wrote Macbeth for one. He utilized the time and took advantage of it, and when life handed him lemons, he made lemonade. So guys, even though the trail may be covered with snow, or you may be running through mud or branches or whoever knows what else, you got to keep the perspective that life is not always rosy. Life is not always beautiful, untouched snow, but sometimes it's the mud and the muck and the mire that we trance through, that we traverse over, that gives us perspective, gives us desires to keep going. It's the hard things in life that we face that become the sweetest victories, guys. If we're always handed the ideal circumstances, the ideal situation, we won't appreciate it as much. Just like when I ran ultra marathons and I did not finish the race, I learned the most from those did not finishes than I ever did on the ones that I finished. It's because you look back and you gauge your performance, you gauge what happened, you take into account the circumstances, the challenges, and you work towards those the next time, and you take that as opportunity to be prepared. See, I wasn't prepared for this. Look at this muddy mess, slipping and sliding and a hill, but I conquered it. And I expect the same out of everybody. Embrace it, take it on head first, move on, and allow it to build your testimony, allow it to build who you are, and allow it to shape you and form you into a better person. We'll look back on this time in our lives and we'll wonder, did we make the best of our opportunity, or did we just wallow around and make excuses and always trying to complain and to always be right and never be wrong, and trying to worry about all the stuff in front of you, always worrying about what's in front of you and not what you can make of it. Instead of looking at all the negative, instead of worrying about everything or pointing fingers and blaming it at everybody, how about you draw a circle around yourself, you make a determination, you find a solution, make some resolutions, and put that action into motion, and you'll get a result. I guarantee you it's better than if you had just been sitting still and not doing anything at all. Guys, I hope that you will be inspired, motivated, and determined to do the best you possibly can with the situation that you are dealt. We are not promised tomorrow, so embrace today and make it the best.